Hello, Elle and Caroline. So excited to have you on Rodeo After Hours today to introduce Rodeo U to um, more people on college campuses. We're super excited to see how many applications have been coming through, and we'll be announcing the 10 campuses we're launching on this fall. But I wanted to first, I'm the CEO of Rodeo, Lindsay Perper, and I'd love for you guys to quickly introduce yourselves, tell us where you are in school, and kind of how you use Rodeo, how you use our app on a daily basis or weekly basis, and like how it's found its home in your life.
Okay, so I'm Caroline Adams, and I go to College of Charleston. I'm a senior. I'm studying communications and marketing, and for me, Rodeo has become a platform for the past year that I've just felt really comfortable using. I can post anything from what outfits I'm wearing to what like decor is sitting in my room, and even like my favorite restaurants in Charleston or New York and places like that. And it's really an amazing outlet that creators and anyone, like, you don't even have to be a creator. You don't have to have an insane following. You don't have to apply to be a creator on Rodeo. It's just a platform that kind of just is a space for creative people to showcase what they're passionate about with other amazing, inspiring people. So I really find a love for posting gift guides to what I'm loving right now, what I'm shopping for. If I'm styling my friends, I'll post like items that I pulled for them and my outfits. And there's no strings attached. It's not an intimidating space. Everyone's super welcoming, and it's just a really amazing platform to use and know that like whatever you want and whatever you're passionate about can be put out there and shared with all these other amazing people. And I honestly get inspired every day scrolling and seeing all the cool people post. So I just love it.
Yeah, I mean, Caroline couldn't have said it better. I'm Elle McGee, and I also go to College of Charleston. I am a communications major, and rodeo to me, honestly, it's been amazing. I love posting links to my outfits for my stories. I remember Caroline reached out to me last February and she was like, "Oh, you should join Rodeo." And I was like, "How do I do it?" And I
Oh my
downloaded the
gosh,
app.
Carol, you were recruiting for us? Yeah, because you sent me a referral link. So I was like, Elle has to get on it. Elle, you're
Yeah. And
incredible.
like people were chatting my story and they were like, "Where did you get this? Where did you get this?" And I wasn't going to send like 5 different links. I mean, I did, but it was just getting tedious. And so I really did want a platform to post all of my outfits or restaurants. I'm a good eats with Elle, so I'm also like, I post a lot of food. I love to cook and go out to eat and travel. So Rodeo has just been an amazing platform. I mean, I post my favorites are the edits, doing my Sunday saves when I'm sitting on my couch and shopping, just posting links for other people, sales. I mean, there's so many Labor Day sales. So
Yeah.
go download, see what to buy for
Yeah.
the Labor Day sales. So yeah, I love Rodeo. And you're headed to Europe soon, so you better be like linking your hotels and restaurants. I feel like people Everything. use it as a gift guide, a travel guide, sale guide, music. I've seen people linking to like playlists or songs. Yeah. All like Rodeo U. What I realized when we kind of all did our initial introduction was, first of all, that there were so many people from College of Charleston in this hand-selected roundtable, and I had no idea everyone kind of had half of the girls had been or were students at Charleston, but there were students at Duke and a few other campuses, and it was amazing to see that rodeo has kind of found its place in a lot of men and women on campuses, and in the applications that we've seen come through for the ambassador program, Rodeo U, something that I keep seeing is people mentioning this community and how this is like a safe space. And there's people that are, D1 athletes applying and people studying engineering and, people that, kind of have never been in this fashion lifestyle world applying. And so I do feel like rodeo is this, creative oasis almost for anyone. You don't have to be an influencer. You don't have to be a creator. And yes, you have your, other platforms where you kind of can be that. And I think rodeo maybe flipping the script on, let's really bring together creative minds and see what happens. So Rodeo U is launching this fall. We definitely will be launching on College of Charleston. Elle McGee will be the president of College of Charleston's Rodeo U ambassador program, and Caroline has been kind of working with me all summer on mapping what Rodeo U will look like. And Caroline, do you want to kind of give the bigger picture on what Rodeo U's goals are, and then we can get into like what this ambassador program will look like fun perks and benefits and all of that.
Okay, so basically for Rodeo U, we're envisioning a platform for any college student. You do not have to be majoring and studying in fashion. You can be studying arts, you can be studying engineering, chemistry, business, finance, commercial real estate. You don't even have to have any knowledge about the fashion industry.
So taking a step back to, okay, like what does this look like on rodeos? So we started kind of brainstorming, like how could we create these communities of students that are all at the same school, to be able to kind of like see what other people are wearing, be inspired, and create that same community element that has been so powerful for rodeo. And like what I mean by that is, like there's been photographers on rodeo that will end up doing the photo shoot for an editorial, or a hairstylist or makeup artist or a DJ. And like, this community is coming together because we're all so much more powerful together than, trying to forge this alone. And so, that's what we really hope to bring is like, Elle might meet someone at UCLA and they could collab on a cooking show. Like, who knows?
Right.
The world's your oyster. But in terms of what it'll look like on Rodeo's app, I wonder if I can share my screen. Sharing my entire screen. So there we go. So let me know if you guys can see. So
Yeah.
scrolling on the feed, ignore this. That's not here. So you'll have your normal like trending feed, who you follow. We are introducing a new icon that you will be assigned, and actually it doesn't quite look like this, but you'll be assigned this icon so that you will be recognized as a college student. And so on my profile, okay, I'm at SMU. For you guys, it'll say College of Charleston. And clicking to the College of Charleston profile will then take you to a profile that shows the content for the community of students on this campus, and what they've shared to their rodeo. So you'll be able to browse through like who are the members of this College of Charleston group. Like you guys, I hope will find new people, like, and be inspired by other users on rodeo. But there's a lot of things that we've been brainstorming even today. Could there be a whole section of where you share your back to school outfits, or what you're wearing to your homecoming or sorority formals or whatever it is? So that's one thing. So just having that new feature on rodeo, you'll be able to explore across campuses, but you still have the rodeo experience of that curated feed. But so what it'll look like beyond that is we have been interviewing like Caroline's been interviewing, our team's been interviewing. Elle, you've been recruiting so many potential ambassadors for the 10 campuses we'll be launching on this fall. And from this, from the applicants, we will be selecting one leader, president of the campus. So Elle is the president of College of Charleston, and we'll have 9 other presidents for those fall campuses. And then there will be, we're working with the leaders to kind of figure out like how many ambassadors do we need? Like College of Charleston probably only needs 3, but Alabama or UT probably need like 5, because we want these ambassadors to bring like diversity of creativity. So it's not going to be 3 girls from one sorority. It's like what we really want it to look like is it could be an athlete who has authority and creativity in their domain that people really look up to and are inspired by. I would love for people to be ambassadors from the School of the Arts. So whether you're a dancer or photographer, whatever it is. So really looking for diversity and dimension in the ambassadors and the teams that we kind of land on for this fall semester. Beyond that, the president will usually be a junior or senior, and then have 2 or more junior ambassadors below them. The 3 or more campus ambassadors will help in creating targets, like goals, like how could we kind of let's get some news in, I don't know, the campus newspaper, and let's set targets of like how can we get this College of Charleston community really growing? Like what are some like effective customer acquisition funnels? So are there like blogs or podcasts on campus, or obviously you don't know unless you're there, like boots on the ground, like what does it look like, where are there effective ways of getting this message out to people? So we'll be creating kind of like recruitment targets. Beyond that, it's like, okay, let's do monthly activations, and that will kind of be outlined by the president working with Caroline on like, okay, do we feel like these 3 events for the fall semester make sense? Work with Rodeo as a brand. And then like, okay, so that's like the activation recruitment piece of it. Then there's all of the kind of like bringing a rodeo down to the college level. So could there be editorials that we produce on, at Charleston? Like, could we find photographers that like are really trying to get this experience and, find interesting creators that would be interested in being kind of the models for these editorials? So I feel like there's opportunity to bring fashion features down to the university college level. I think that we are going to be launching a Substack, so similar to the Rodeo main Substack, where we're curating fall looks or what's trending, or like kind of like touching anything. Like Elle, you've been a contributor for the Rodeo newsletter, kind of talking through what a day of meals looks like and kind of what you're wearing.
Fun.
But I think that there's such an opportunity on campuses to curate the same type of newsletter, but more specific to college students. So whether it's game day outfits, or I don't know, like I'm so many years out of school, but like whatever's like happening on campus that people are buzzing about, there's opportunity to bring that to the Substack. I think that would be great to do podcasts with the ambassadors and like figure out interesting topics to, we can do a podcast like this with 10 people and kind of have roundtables. We'll have the broadcast channel run by our ambassadors. We just launched the Rodeo U Instagram, so don't judge our like 45 followers right now. I know that if we have some college students over this account, it'll be bigger than Rodeo's account before we know it. And then, so there's the broadcast channel. What else? And also like as you guys have been, the roundtable, we will start like bringing more of the ambassadors onto that like roundtable series where we've had, experts come in and kind of like give tips. So we had Jessie Lancaster share like, she's a photographer. She's actually the photographer that did one of our editorial shoots, but she gave us like lighting tips and posing tips. And I unfortunately, I get still mastering my posing, but, there'll be like really amazing learning opportunities. And I hope that you guys also have felt that in those roundtables, like we're looking for like creative minds to like come to the table with ideas, because that's the only way that rodeo is going to like stay ahead and like be this exciting platform and community, is if, we're staying on top of like what you guys need for it to be a part of your world. And so that will be another opportunity for the ambassadors. So fall semester, I think, we had initially talked about launching on 3 campuses. We were shocked by all of the applications. So we'll kind of be like creating this together. Let's talk questions. I know that you guys are boots on the ground at Charleston, but what have you guys been hearing? What are the biggest kind of questions that we haven't discussed already?
I feel like I get a couple of questions from girls during the application process about like what is the role of us as the ambassadors. And I know we just talked about like all the benefits that you'll get, but like also just touching on the point that like as an ambassador for this program, it's not really like any other ambassador program out there. It's really just like we've been saying, that in a different tone of voice, it's like we're bringing rodeo to a college campus, and you as the ambassador, or you as the president ambassador, and then having your 2 ambassadors in grades below you as your team, as your like family, you are all the voice for rodeo and pushing out that to all the people on campus, recruiting fellow peers in different grades, different sororities, different clubs, different organizations, and kind of just creating a community, a close-knit community of girls and boys and whoever wants to be a part of it at your college campus. And it's honestly just going to be a really inspirational and insane opportunity and experience that you will get as an ambassador, having a hands-on experience of what it takes to start a company in this amazing industry. Learn from Lindsay and the rodeo team, work with us 1v1, getting all the inside secrets of what's coming new, and also just challenging yourself in this area and taking on these responsibilities is going to build you up for a lot of success if you want to take in any role of any industry. And I feel like it's not something that like requires a lot of work. I mean, we're all super busy with classes, and if you have a job outside of it and whatever, but it's expanding the voice to really curate a really special and close-knit community on your campus of creative individuals.
And actually, to that point, I was in the background. I don't know if you knew this, Caroline, yesterday when you guys, I overheard a part of an interview with one of potential ambassador. I got like chills at one point because the way that you guys so clearly were like articulating what rodeo is and how we want that to translate to the respective campuses was just really special. And so I think your point about being that voice and kind of being the face of, like a welcoming community, like doing exactly what you did with Elle, like you meet an interesting person or you come across them on Instagram or TikTok, and it's like that's a really interesting perspective on whatever it is. They have like a home on rodeo. So I think like that's the biggest piece of it. Like it's not going to be like, I would love for you guys to go around to like sorority houses and like share that there's a new app, but like how many times do you hear that there's a new app? Like I think that the message goes down like a few layers below that. And like, yes, we can go around and tell the 5 or 10 sororities that there's this new app where you can share your outfits. But, when you leave that room, how many people are still getting on the app with that message? other things that, we were like, other questions, but one thing that I'm excited about is hoping to get to most of these campuses at some point this fall. And I'm excited to kind of plan that lunch with you guys that we're hoping to do in Charleston. But what are other ideas just to give some people a little bit more, I guess, perspective on what what have you guys thought of effective activations? I know both of you have kind of shared a few that I think would be awesome.
Well, especially for Charleston and a lot of college campuses, I think that when you pick your college, you don't just typically pick your college because of your major. I feel like it has a lot to do with the people around you and the place. So for me, Charleston, a huge reason I chose to go to College of Charleston was for the food, honestly,
Yeah.
and the shopping.
That's good.
And I think in this Rodeo U on the app, I get tons of questions from my friends. Where should I go to dinner tonight? Where do we get lunch? Where should we get a good coffee? I am going to post my every move on Rodeo U, and I hope that everyone does. I want to know where someone's eating
Right.
lunch and what
Yeah.
they're trying for dinner, or this new restaurant that opened downtown. I want to know if it's good. I mean, I know I'm about to go shop at the Heart sale,
Correct.
and I want to post what I'm looking at so you guys can come and get 50% off a necklace as
Wait, is
well.
it 50% off?
I think
Yeah,
it's 50% off.
Wait, really,
I
actually?
will get you anything you want,
Yeah.
Lindsay.
I
Yeah.
literally, I'm freaking out. I'm so excited. But,
Wait,
I mean, I just knew this from,
heart necklace. I guess I do.
I mean, I just heard this from word of mouth of my friend. And, we're texting in our group chat. Rodeo U is going to be, the new group chat.
Yeah.
I want to know,
I hope
also,
so.
it is 90 degrees out. What are you guys wearing to class?
Yeah.
Sweating, going to class.
Yeah. Well, I'm so excited for you guys. I'm honored that you guys are, really helping create Rodeo U. And I think that there is just such a massive opportunity. I think that, to your point, Al, these communities could get so, powerful and special that you could go to a new restaurant or a new shop and kind of pitch the idea of how could we kind of do a collaboration with Rodeo U and a new restaurant.
Right.
They want people in there. They want this energy in there.
Yeah.
And so I think it's really going to be Rodeo U will be what you make of it. And so I'm excited to see that grow beyond me and you guys and it kind of take on its own personality.
Rodeo expansion to college campuses is going to be that outlet where we can bring all these really creative people at the colleges onto a platform that's super welcoming, super engaging, and really inspiring. And we can just be inspired by each other. And I'm really excited to see what it turns into.